All right, back again. Of course, waiting for my daughter to get out of school, as usual. It is 24 degrees outside, and it feels even colder with the wind in Texas. And I think I can speak for almost everybody in Texas that we don't like this type of weather. It's just too doggone cold for us. Went out last night about 11:30 to about 1:30. The people of Temple and Belton took care of me pretty well. Only one bad experience, went to McDonald's to pick up a really great looking order. It was like $28 for a few miles. And as I thought, it was a bogus order. 4 other people tried to pick it up. It just didn't exist. But I did get some good orders last night. In those 2 hours, I made about, somewhere like $50, $55. Got some pretty decent orders. Kept the wheels rolling. So that was a good night. And today hasn't been too shabby. I'm gonna be a little bit more specific in this video here. I'm gonna talk about experiences. I think on this one I'm gonna talk about the driving experience. Hopefully tomorrow I will concentrate on what I would believe customers experience, like what their ideal experience is. Let me tell you what I'm going to speak for as a driver, the perfect experience I would like. And I got a feeling that a lot of other drivers will relate to this. In a perfect world, you would see an order to a restaurant that we know is very quick when it comes to preparing nice hot food. A good dollars to miles ratio. Don't have to be greedy, but maybe $1.50 a mile from the time we pick it up to the restaurant to the customer's house. Let's see. We would see the order, see that it is at a restaurant that's pretty reputable, has good service, and delivering to the customer. And honestly, I'm not biased to going to the hood or going to wherever, as long as the money's paying. We would accept the order, it would go through, and we would get perfect navigation to the restaurant from the location we took the order at. We would follow the map, get there in a timely manner. Of course it's traffic, of course it's light, but of course it's a perfect scenario I'm talking about. So we go straight to the restaurant. As soon as we walk in, we would see them just bagging it up. Why I would say that's a perfect scenario is because that means the food is hot. The customer would potentially have really hot food. And then as a driver, we would put it inside of our hot bag. I believe all drivers should have a hot bag. Let's see. I walk in with the hot bag. So if the person's bagging up, they would see me and they go, "Oh, is this the order for such and such?" Or they would ask me the name on the order. I would say it's for whoever the name is. Say, "Yes, here it is. I just watched them bag it up. They just handed me some hot food." I would put it inside my hot bag, zip it up, thank the associate for the good service, wish them a good day. If they're having a bad day, tell them that their day hopefully gets better. Leave on a good note. I'm a believer of try to leave things better than what you found them. And I would walk out to my car, safely put the bag down in my passenger side seat. If any drinks, do that as well. Get in my car and proceed to the customer's house. In a perfect world, it would give me great navigation. I would drive straight to the customer's house. The customer has numbers on their mailbox or on their house, or the GPS gives me perfect instructions on how to get to their apartment. If they live in an apartment complex, the gate would be open. If the gate is not open, I would look inside the instructions that the customer provided, and it would have a gate code. I would go to the customer's house, place it in front of their door, but off to the side. Why I say off to the side is because I don't know if this has happened to you. It's a rookie mistake. I did it when I first started because I didn't know any better. Make sure if the door swings out that the food and the drink are not blocking the door. That's not a good experience. So off to the side, I would back up take a picture, ideally with picture with the food, and if possible the number of the house to show that it's the right house. It's good for DoorDash and Google to see that you had the right house. And two, as a driver, we make mistakes. Let's say it was house number 102. You accidentally took it to 104. The customer could always contact you and say, hey, you dropped it off at the wrong place. You can go back and get it. Or the customer like, oh, okay, he delivered to my next door neighbor, and they could go get it. Basically cover your bases. Walk back to the car, complete the order, I get paid, customer has hot food. That would be the ideal situation. Oh, and if it's at nighttime, not only does the customer have numbers, but he or she has the porch light on, so I can see the numbers on your house. The GPS is not 100%. So in a nutshell, that'd probably be the perfect experience. I could probably dive into it a little bit farther on what could be better, what could be worse, but and if it's a leave it, that would be for a leave at door. If it's a meet at door, as I'm walking up, in a perfect world, as soon as I'm walking out, the customer would open the door, I would hand them the food, say, here's your food, enjoy. The customer would smile, say thank you, take the food, go inside, enjoy their food. That would be the perfect scenario. Things us drivers don't like. Let's start from the beginning. Well, we see an order and it's upside down. $7 for 16 miles going to a restaurant, picking up from a restaurant that's notoriously slow. Hopefully the driver, I know myself, I'm just not going to take the order. I'm not going to go through that type of stress. So that would be the nightmare part of the order. Let's say I get the order where it is good dollars a miles. Let's say $12, 6 miles. It's not terrible, $2 a mile. But it's to a slow restaurant. You take it, you get there. I'm going through a little more of a nightmare scenario. You get there, and there's 5 other drivers waiting for food. You check in with a person, not to be rude. Check in, they look at you. I have my bag, so they know I'm a driver. A lot of times I walk up and say, what's the name of the order? Name or the order is for so-and-so. Okay, it'll be 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. We wait 2 or 3 minutes, it ends up being 12 to 15 minutes. Whether it's intentional, they didn't know, it's their default saying, that would be a bad experience for the driver. Ideally, if there is an issue with the pickup, a good driver will just quickly text the customer saying, waiting on your order. There's a big backup, things like that. That's something you could do as a driver. But bad experience for the driver. Pick up the food. It's sealed. Can't check what's inside. Which is unfortunate. I mean, there's a plus and minus there, but if it's a sealed bag, as a driver, we have to assume that the restaurant did what they were supposed to do and have everything in the bag. We cannot crack the seal. Don't ask us to crack the seal. As a customer, please don't ask the driver to crack the seal. It's an integrity thing. Unfortunately, there are drivers that are not, they don't have integrity. And there are customers that don't have integrity. Why is that? Because we're people. There's different types of people out there, and they don't all have integrity. So as a driver, I have to assume that what's inside the bag is what's in the bag. What we can do, some restaurants have the drinks inside the bag. If we know we're at a restaurant where the drinks are inside the bag, we have to assume that the drinks are inside the bag with straws. Sometimes you can kind of tell, you can feel it, but if it's usually in the bag, we have to assume. Now, if we know we're at a restaurant where the drinks are not usually inside the bag, we as the driver can take a look and say, oh, wait, they forgot the drink. And you can go back and ask them for the drink. I'm not perfect. I've dropped the ball there. I've even dropped the ball where I had the drink, I delivered it, drove off, and I had the drink in the car. Rookie mistake. But that would be another bad experience, is if we did not get the proper food. And that, let's see. Another bad experience, I guess, on the pickup is, it's not for us drivers, but the customer experience would be kind of bad, is we get there and the food's already ready. Great for us as the driver, because we keep it moving. Why that could be bad for the customer is, like, if it's been sitting on that to-go rack for like 10, 15 minutes. Everybody's been passing it up. For whatever reason, customer get cold food. But we are talking about the driver experience. So when we're at the restaurant, we're there to pick it up. We wait a long time. It's a bad experience for us. It takes away our energy. Doing this type of work, you get a big dopamine rush from go, 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 go. I got the order. Let me get to the restaurant. Let me get the order. All right, got the order. I'm in the car. Get to the customer's house. Get it to the house. Back to the car. You get a dopamine rush from that because you're constantly on the go. If you know, it's kind of like I would imagine if you were a runner and you're doing a 300-yard dash. You're done 3/4 of it, and then somebody says, "Oh, hold up, just stop, just stay right here. Stay. Don't move. Don't move. Nope, just don't move." It kills the whole vibe. Us drivers, at least from my own personal experience, if we're go, 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 we get that dopamine rush. We feel good. We're moving. It just keeps the flow going. The money comes in. We feel like the money's coming in quick. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. It's a good feeling when our wheels are always moving. Okay, we get to the car. We have it bagged up. We have it in our hot bag. We get it inside the car. We start driving, and we're on our way to you. If the GPS gives us bad directions, please forgive us. Everything's not 100%. Sometimes, like the Burger King and Belton off the highway, if you're not from here, I think the one on Uber will say that's on the wrong side of the highway. Sometimes they'll take you to the back. GPS it's just not 100%. Sometimes it'll take us to the wrong house, or it'll take us to a back of a building or a back of your apartment complex, take us to the wrong building. So a bad experience for us on that point could be that the GPS does not take us to the right location. Now, if you have the right location typed in, we can look for the numbers. And we're like, oh, okay, wait, it's still 4 houses down. Or it's on the next street over. That's something we can't control. What we can't control is if the customer does not have numbers on their mailbox and or their house. Then we have to trust the GPS. We get to the house, there's no numbers. There's no numbers on the mailbox, no numbers on the house, no numbers on the apartment, whatever. We text and call. In a perfect world, they'd be like, oh, I see you. Oh, yeah, you're at the right place. Oh, it has the green door. That would be a great experience. Bad experience, goes to voicemail, the customer does not respond to the text message. DoorDash and Uber Eats, it will both put the customer on a timer. I think Uber Eats is like 6 or 8 minutes. DoorDash is like 4 or 5. Don't quote me on that, but it's somewhere around that ballpark. The timer starts ticking. Now it's on the customer. Uber Eats, I believe, goes the extra mile. As you're waiting on the timer, it'll actually say you can call or text the customer again. And then I do believe Uber Eats will call and text the customer themselves. But once that timer hits, it gets to the bottom, now it's on the driver. It'll say for us to drop it off in a safe location. And we do. We put it someplace, we take a picture, and we hope that is your house. And if it's not, then, there's not really much more we could do. But that also burns our time. Another 8 minutes, 5 minutes gone. So that kind of takes away from the flow. And if you think that's the end of a possible bad experience I can think of, then you're wrong. Because you could drive off, and then the customer texts, hey, you dropped it off at the wrong house. Hey, this isn't my order. They open it up. Hey, this isn't my order. Then it's on your discretion whether you want to contact that person, see if you can fix it or not. It's kind of contracted work. Once it's delivered, you're on to the next one. You're not on that job anymore. That's my perspective. I try to do what I can. If it's something I can fix very quickly, yes. I can go back and do it. If not, then, I'll tell them straight up, please contact DoorDash or Uber Eats support. They will track this text message or this phone call. Most of the time they'll give you a refund or a credit, or they'll do something to fix it. But there's only so much the driver can do. Our responsibility is to take the orders that we think make sense, get the order, transport it safely, get it to the customer. That's our responsibility. Everything else is not, honestly, is not on the driver. That is That is what I believe. I'm sure if I looked at the terms of service, they would agree as well. So those are the pluses and minuses as being a gig work driver for food delivery. Let's see. There's a lot of good times, a lot of great stories, a lot of bad stories. But that's the experience I believe us drivers, I will speak for us drivers, that we want to have. We want a smooth pickup. We want good orders, smooth pickup, smooth drop off, happy customers. And customers that tip, of course, to ensure promptness. We like having the tips on the apps. I don't speak for all drivers myself. I get a warm fuzzy if somebody hands me cash. It's just more personal. That person actually went out of the way to go enter their wallet and hand me cash, look me in the face and hand me cash. I put that in my daughter's piggy bank for her spending money. I put it in her savings account. Sometimes she wants to spend her own money at the store, so so she can know what it's like to handle money. But cash tips are great. We don't expect to get them as drivers. We only can go off what we see on the app. And let's see, I guess that's pretty much the end of the video. I really just want to talk about one specific thing this time, and basically that is the driving experience for gig workers as a food delivery. I guess I could do another video at another time for Spark, grocery delivery. I like to make a video of the perspective. I would imagine the perspective as the customer, what they would expect, what would be perfect for them, and kind of go from there. But again, thank you for watching this video. Like I said, I do this for my mental health. If you could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. The likes are just to let me know that you like the video. Let's see, comment so I can comment back. Let me know that I'm not completely wasting my time trying to give these little diamonds of information. Subscribe. If anything, you can comment. Tell me what you think I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I wouldn't hurt my feelings to get monetized one day. I'm not allergic to money, and I'm making the videos, so I'm putting out the content, based on my perspective. So I am going to pick up my daughter in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to sit back, relax, stay warm in this car because it is 20. Like I said, it's like right now it says 27 degrees, and with that wind, it is no joke. So I'm going to enjoy the warmth of this car while I got it. And I will catch you all the next one. Take care.